Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Conestoga Condors. Starting a guard, 5'6" from Waterloo in her 4th year, wearing number 4, Ramla Abdallah. Starting a guard, at 5'10" from Fort Erie in her 3rd year, number 8, Taylor Doyle. Starting a 5th year guard, 5'9" from Cambridge, number 10, Yasmin Smith. Starting a 1st year guard, listed 5'8" from Cambridge, number 11, Beth Lemon. And a 5'9" guard in her 5th year from Waterloo, starting number 13, Megan White. The head coach is Dean Shannon. And now the starting 5 for the Humber Hawks. A 5'6" guard from Toronto in her 5th year, starting number 4, Brittany English. A 5'8" guard from Etobicoke in her 2nd year, number 7, Nicole Chateau. In her 3rd season, wearing number 8, a guard, Kia Watt. Starting a guard at 5'7" from Mississauga in her 2nd season, number 15, Sarah Baptiste. And starting at 5'9" in her 2nd season from Brenton, number 22, Marley Bonnet. The head coach is EJ Sharma.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome inside the Welland Athletic Center here. It's provincial time. OCAA is set to tip off. Our first game of the afternoon will be the Conestoga Condors, finish the season 8-8. And in 5th place in the West standings, Humber 15-1 at the top all year long. As round robin is set to begin, the Hawks and Condors coming up right here, right now. It's Alec Murray alongside Noah Vogel with you for this one. We'll be with you all weekend long as we get set for tip, and it'll be the Condors controlling off of tip. Abdallah with it, down low. She throws it up, no good. And a good board from English. This Humber Hawks team is a load to carry down low, Noah, as they go right down low to their big, and we're gonna get a jump ball off the bat. And Bonnick and Baptiste are handfuls.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head there. It's this Humber team is large underneath, and they have a lot of talent as well. And I would expect a high-scoring affair. 2 of the highest-scoring teams in the province. Humber coming in, averaging just over 75 points per game. And Conestoga, 3rd in scoring this season, 67 points. So expect a lot of scoring, but we'll see who can come up on top with their defense.
Baptiste for 3 off the mark, and a good board. White gets it up across. Some pressure here by the Hawks early on. There's a beautiful cut down low. The layup is in. Doyle gets Conestoga on the board first. Great cut by her under the basket.
Great read by Fleming to see the cut underneath, and just a great dish and a good finish.
Up along the top, Bonnick with it. Baptiste now. Far wing, that 3 off the mark once again. We know this Hawks team loves to shoot it. Baptiste got the rebound and lost it out of bounds. It will stay with Humber. Other games today, it's a jam-packed afternoon/night today. It'll be Redeemer and Fanshawe at 3, Niagara and Algonquin at 6, and St. Clair and Lambton at 8 to finish off the round robin. As Chateau almost traveled there, kicks it into the corner for 3, no good, in and out. Humber 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start. Here's Smith. Smith for Doyle, now far side as they slow it down. Fleming. Flying along the far side, finds White, deep shot clock, 2 to go. White throws it up, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. So it'll be Megan White at the line. 5'9" guard from Waterloo. Blue Veil in her 5th year.
She's a top player for this Conestoga team, and if they want to upset this Humber Hawks side, they're really going to need her to step up.
You know, Conestoga, really good foundation they're building here with this squad. You also mentioned Beth Fleming, Rookie of the Year last night at the annual OCAA Provincials Banquet, so congratulations to her. As there's Bonnick in the little floater off the glass. Nice touch, Bonnick. And containing her is going to be an issue here today. And if Conestoga wants to have a chance in this game, they got to hold her under 20.
Exactly, that's a quick fire shot. Unlucky not to go in.
In the lane, the floater from English is good. So 2 quick scores from the Hawks. 4-3 early on first quarter. Doyle with it inside for Fleming. Fleming will pop a 2, in and out. Good rebound down low by Smith. Here she is, Smith trying to go up with it. Great job, great body control as well. As Yasmin Smith puts it away. Quickly up the floor of the Hawks. Chateau for English. Here's English going to work on Fleming. Down the lane, and she's fouled. So Brittany English to the line to shoot 2. We'll have our first substitution of the afternoon checking in for Conestoga. Wadrane LaRoche checks in for Conestoga. Knocks in the first, does English. And second one, she gets the roll. Humber's going to stay up in a full court press. So trying to get Conestoga back on their heels. Good job. Fleming able to break it pretty easily. Here's Fleming. Gets a screen. Fleming driving down. Kicks it outside. That shot from Abdallah comes up short. Chateau inside. Looking for a foul. She saves it. Still saved by the Hawks, but now they turn it over. Quickly up the floor. Abdallah. And Fleming slows it down, calls a play.
I think this is good for the Condors. They've had a couple rush shots this last possession. So if you can get a good possession here, hopefully get a score, maybe slow this game. That's exactly what they want, is to slow this game down, not let Humber run the pace and just run away with this game.
So Sydney Crawford checks in for the Hawks, giving Chateau a break. It'll stay Condors ball on the baseline. Smith on the inbound. Up top, here's White, stepping back, has to get a shot off, they turn it over. It's English. Here's English trying to get to the net, and it's going to be a charge. Offensive foul, English. Take a look at that replay here, Noah. Looks like she had her feet set. Great job.
Yeah, split second. Any later and it would have been called a blocking foul.
It's a great job by White.
Great determination and
here's
good use of the body.
There's a trap on the far side by the Hawks. It'll be a jump ball. We also see Kaya Clark into the game for Humber. And one of those really good bigs down low they have. Abdallah inside. Smith looking to go to the basket. Nice move. Can't finish though. And English grabs the rebound. Turns it over. Too quick with it. Back the other way. White pulls up. She nails it. It's a 2. Conestoga hops back out front, 7-6. First quarter, and you're exactly right with what you said, Noah. If Conestoga wants to play their pace, Humber loves to play a fast-paced game, but right now they look like they're a little bit out of it. Yeah,
it could be nerves. They have a lot of reputation coming into this tournament. As you said, another turnover.
Smith lays it up and in for the Condors off Fleming. Getting the steal, 9-6. And yeah, you talk about it, pressure, 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 always from this Humber Hawks program. One of the best teams in the country. Another turnover. They get it 3 in a row. As going to the basket was Abdallah, loses it out of bounds. It'll be Condors ball on the baseline. And Conestoga started this game exactly the way they wanted to. Abdallah looking up top, finds Fleming. She spins, dribble, floater up and good. So I think we had a foul after the basket. Basket is good. It's going to be Hawks ball on the baseline. As Fleming will check out of the game. Checking back in is Taylor Doyle. And it'll be Clark to inbound. Kia Watt brings the ball up the floor for Clark. Watt finds English. Clark looking to step back. Now inside, Clark still with it. A flurry of moves to the cup, but she can't finish. Good defense by the Condors. Here's White. She pops for 3, in and out. Quickly down the floor the other way. Wareham. Oh, and left wide open, can't finish the layup. And one gets the second opportunity and makes it count. Kia Watt will go to the free throw line and try for a 3-point play. Look at this.
Just a great drive effort inside, and unlucky to finish the first, but the determination to get the second and finish with contact.
And she can't convert on a 3-point play. Abdallah grabs the rebound. For Doyle, back for Abdallah. Here's the screen. Abdallah stops. That's a deep 3. It's too strong. Gets her own rebound. What a job. Baseline 2 is no good either. But a great job from White to follow that miss. Back the other way. Here's English. She turns it over again. Smith on the fast break turns it back over to English. Watt up top, gets the screen, drive to the basket, layup is good. Kia Watt, a great take. And we're gonna have our first timeout of the afternoon. It's gonna be a Conestoga timeout, 11-10. Hitting our first break of the afternoon, and it's been a great back and forth game so far. 3:28 to go in the first quarter. Take a look at this, Kia Watt going to her bag early on. As we saw the and one, now the tough finish for 2, leading to the timeout. Noah, what have you seen?
Well, it's been a fast-paced game, as you said. 2 different teams. Conestoga really will want to slow this game down, where Humber's going to want to play really fast, but their problem is they're turning the ball over so much. 6 turnovers in this first quarter. There's still 3 minutes remaining, and it's led to 6 points for this Conestoga team off those turnovers. But even Conestoga themselves, 3 turnovers as well, leading to 2 points. It's not been a lot of sets run, a lot of fast break, a lot of, broken plays. So maybe we'll see in this timeout a little bit of coaching from their coaching staff. Maybe slow it down, see what the game plan is going in. And, this is exactly where Conestoga wants to have Humber on the ropes. It's a tight game so far in this first quarter. So if you're Conestoga, you're happy. If you're Humber, you're a little bit frustrated. But we'll see how they turn it around coming out of this timeout.
Dee Channer and gang over on the Conestoga sideline in her 6th year as the head coach of the program. And this is an accomplishment in its own for this Condors team to be here today. So you know they're proud of that, and wouldn't it be something they could come in here and upset the #1 seed, the consensus #1 seed in the whole tournament?
Well, you're exactly right. They got nothing to lose here coming into this game, and they have a strong squad. A lot of good players, a lot of good scorers, so they're definitely not out of this one, that's for sure.
Yeah, you look at White and Smith, two of their better players on this Condors team. Right now, Smith trapped up top, able to get rid of it. Now inside, off the hands of Doyle. And a turnover, Conestoga, probably not the way they wanted to come out. And now the Condors are going to try a little bit of pressing on their own. Humber easily able to break it. Here's Baptiste. Now Crawford, Baptiste, wing three, no good, too short. And a good rebound from White. Here's Fleming for White. White picked up by Wareham. Inside for Smith. Smith finds Fleming on the baseline, drives in, floater, can't get the roll. Watt with the rebound, but throws it up too far ahead of Baptiste, and it's a turnover for Humber. Something early on we've seen uncharacteristically of Humber Hawks here, Noah, has been their turnovers in the first quarter.
No, exactly, and this is the reason Conestoga is in this game, giving up free, easy buckets and a lot of transition play where there's not much defense for this Humber team.
Fleming looking inside, now finds her. Doyle inside, throws it up, a wild shot. Watt comes down with the rebound. Kia Watt gets across the timeline, slows things down. 1 point Condor advantage. Inside. Oh, what a move, but can't finish. Down low is Bonnick. Offensive board, Humber. Right down Broadway, the lay-in, no good. Wareham couldn't finish. I think she was almost too open. And here's Fleming. Watt now at the top, picked up by Bonnick. She hands off for White. White double teamed quickly, turns it over. Good hands from Baptiste. Up the floor quickly, and the Hawks collide. So off the turnover, they turn it back over to Conestoga with 1:37 to go in the first quarter. Trafford has it poked away by English. It'll stay with Conestoga. White on the inbound. Trafford quickly cycles it up for Abdallah. Now back for White. Skip pass far side. Three-pointer on the way, an air ball. And Baptiste able to grab the rebound. Bonnick now. Spinning inside. What a move! Marlene Bonnick. The spin and the finish for two puts Humber up 12-11.
That's a matchup we're going to see all afternoon. White and Bonnick underneath. Two talented players. Huge scores for their respected teams, and you'll look to see a lot of the balls going to them and the offense flowing through them most of the time.
Abdallah backs out. Now has Doyle on the near wing. Doyle looking inside for White. White on English, nice move inside, throws it off the glass and in. White down low, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Exactly, it was a great read of the mismatch and a good use of her body to use her strength to get underneath and a good finish.
Baptiste throws it over. Corner three on the way, no good from English. Great save down low. And amongst the flurry of Condors, that layup's able to go. Chateau and White on the jump ball. Humber's crashing the offensive glass real hard here. And it will stay with the Hawks, the possession arrow. Baptiste inbound. Baptiste, Chateau for three, way wide. Quickly up the floor, the Condors. Nice bounce pass, Abdallah, layup is good. Beautiful feed from Abby Trafford. 7 seconds to go. Humber will have the final possession. Here's Bonnick. She turns it over, and that'll do it for the first quarter. What a job by Conestoga. After 10, they lead 15-12.
Well, you're exactly right. This is not how Humber wanted to come out in this first quarter, and it's exactly what Conestoga wanted. Forcing bad shots. Humber shooting 5 of 18 in that first quarter. Conestoga, on the other hand, shooting 7 of 18, so not too bad. And a lot of players getting on the score sheet. Megan White with 5, Yasmin Smith with 4. On the opposite side, English, Watt, and Bonnick all with 4. And it's a lot of turnovers for this Humber Hawks team. 9 turnovers in the first quarter. If they continue that, they're going to go on to average just under 40 turnovers this game, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
So if they want to come out and take charge of this game, they're going to need to focus and keep the ball under control, not turn the ball over so much, because it's led to a lot of points for this Conestoga team. And Conestoga needs to keep doing what they're doing, keep the pressure on. They've got nothing to lose. They need to, say to Humber, I don't care that you are supposedly better than us.
Yeah,
we're gonna play, we're gonna work harder, and we're gonna do what's gonna work for us, and we're gonna win this game. And that's exactly what they need to do for the rest of this game, and that's what they did in this first quarter.
Yeah, and our version of March Madness here this weekend, and anything can happen in these tournaments. You got great teams. You got 8 great teams coming in here this weekend, and anybody can beat anybody, as we've seen all year long. Is back and forth throughout this whole West Division. Funny enough, it is 7 West teams, 1 East team here this weekend, so the West dominated in the first round of playoffs. So we'll see if they can continue that. The only East team, of course, Algonquin, undefeated still this season. 14-0, you can make it 15-0 with their first round win. They'll play at 6. They'll host the home team, Niagara College. And funny enough, Algonquin will be the home team in that game because of the higher seed. But
they are on the score sheet, but
yeah, exactly.
Not really.
it should be a great game at 6, like all these games should be, as we're back underway. And for Conestoga, they just want to keep up the same pace they had in that first quarter. Feed inside, turned over. English back the other way, bounce pass, and White just kicks it out of the way.
Smart play by White. Not a lot of numbers coming back. Just, there's no penalty in kicking the ball other than give it to the other team, but just slows down the play, doesn't give up an easy bucket, and gets everyone back on defense.
Humber already 6 offensive rebounds in this game. Chateau up top, inside. Clark, nice move in time. Clark with the finish. Fleming, the ball carrier, across the timeline. Abdallah looking for a cut, dishes out, deep 3 on the way, no good. Watt stumbling but able to control the ball. Watt picked up by Abdallah, swings it for English. Chateau, wing 3, high up, and no good. Off the mark once again. Humber 0 of 8 from beyond the arc here this afternoon.
It's not been a good shooting performance from either teams. A lot of missed threes.
For Conestoga. Fake handoff down low, and a foul. That's coming on Clark. And shooting 2 will be Taylor Doyle. Neat little fake handoff that Doyle did on her way to the basket, kind of catching the defense. That's when she's able to catch Clark a little bit off, and she'll shoot.
Yeah, and I think that's a great play for her. She's been struggling from the three-point line, 0 of 3. Sometimes when you're struggling from the outside, you're going to want to take it inside. You know, force the defense to bite on you going inside, and she did very well there, used her strength and got fouled.
So we'll get a substitution as we see checking back in is Sydney Crawford. She'll give Sarah Baptiste a quick break. Second free throw off the mark, so splitting a pair. That rebound almost came out. English almost turned it back over. What a play by Watt to throw it up. Oh, and English can't control it. She's frustrated with herself.
A lot of scrambling so far in this game, not a lot of control. I think if either team's going to want to pull away, we're going to need to stick with the game plan and start slowing the ball down a little bit.
Fleming cycles it up for Abdallah. Abdallah finding the cutting Smith. She's able to save it back out. Deep shot clock. Abdallah for 3. Off the mark. 0 of 15 combined here to start for both squads from distance. Chateau dribbles off the three-point. Oh, shimmy shake! Chateau, a beautiful finish.
That's a great little move. Faking left, going right, and a great finish underneath.
All knotted at 16 here, second quarter. It's going to be off the foot of English, so stay with Conestoga. Abdallah hits White, stepping back for 3, it's blocked. She's stripped back the other way is Chateau. Chateau, Watt thought about a 3, now pops it back up. Chateau driving inside, throws it off the glass, too strong. Good rebound from White.
Good defense, a lot of contact, no call. She'll take that every day and a good rebound.
Inside, kicking it out, Abdallah, English the steal. English is going to slow it down for Chateau. Chateau hands off for Watt. Baptiste getting ready to check back in for Humber. Deep shot clock. Watt all the way to the top. What a finish! Keena Watt.
That's what great players do. Late shot clock, great move initially on Doyle, and a great take inside.
Fleming all the way, she's fouled, and she'll go to the basket for 2. Got Grace's mom sitting right beside us. She told us today we had to give a shout out to Craig, who's watching back home, her husband. So shout out to you, Craig, for watching back home, and congratulations on Beth Fleming winning, Rookie of the Year. It's a pretty big honor. She's had a great first season in Conestoga.
Yeah, exactly. She's had a great season, just under 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2.5 assists. She's also a very good free throw shooter. Fortunate to miss the first one there, but.
Second one's down, so she splits a pair at the line. 1-point game, a little bit of pressure here from Conestoga, but not much. Baptiste able to break it pretty easily up top for Clark. They skim it around. Crawford with it. Feeds it inside, Chateau steps out. Shot clock getting down there. Pretty hectic offensive possession. Here's Clark, throws it out. Crawford for 3, in and out. That's great defense from Conestoga. And they'll live with that shot. Here she is inside again, and she's fouled. Fleming will go back to the free throw line.
You're exactly right. That was a very hectic offensive possession for Humber, and it's just coming off great defense from Conestoga. Good closeouts, smashing the cutters inside, and just good pressure on all the ball carriers, keeping them away from the key, and they take the ball hard to the basket, and great job by Fleming to draw the foul.
So Fleming's first is no good again. So she splits again at the line. Baptiste able to break the pressure, gets it up. Inside, floater, short. Offensive rebound, Crawford. Up top, Baptiste wide open for three, no good. There's been a lid on the basket from behind the arc here this afternoon.
Well, and she couldn't have got any better of a look. It's just unlucky she wasn't able to
good shooter
score
too.
it. And you're exactly right. It feels like there's a force field on that basket, and Humber's going to want to take away with this lead. They're going to need to start shooting a lot better.
Great save by Fleming. That's going to stay with Conestoga. Great job by them to save that possession. It'll be Conestoga on the near side.
And that's what's been bringing them success, is all this hustle on rebounds and steals, and it's a tough shot there, but it's the reason they're in this game, and if they keep doing so, I would see them sticking in this one for a while, for sure.
English for three, no good. Almost a forced shot there from English and behind the arc, and a jump ball. Audrina Larache on the offensive board. As Fleming checks out, checking in for her is Megan White, fifth year from Bluevale and Waterloo. Homegrown product. There's English, the pop, no good again. So English has also struggled with her shot here this afternoon. Abdallah looking inside, just a little too hot to handle.
Looks like it was deflected. I think it's going to stay with Conestoga. Caught a little bit of a break there.
Regina Larache down low, couldn't handle it. They're going to pop it up top for White. White picked up by English. Step back, wide open three, no good again. At some point, somebody's got to hit one.
Well, you'd hope so. A lot of balls going up from the three-point line, and again, still combined 0 for 17 for both teams. It's been certainly not a shooting affair, but definitely a lot of nice plays underneath, and so far it's been a tight game, and it's been a good game to watch.
So here we go, timeout Condors, and we're all knotted up at 18, and what a job Conestoga's done, not only on the offensive side, but on the defensive side of things too. This is a high octane, as good as an offense as you're gonna see in women's basketball. The Humber Hawks and Conestoga shut them down, and right from the opening tip, Noah, it's been Conestoga's pace they've been playing at.
Well, exactly, and they forced so many turnovers, has really been helping them, scoring a bunch of points off of them. And like I've said multiple times, it's really their hustle, it's their effort on defense, boxing out. You know, they've given up a lot of offensive rebounds, but they've done well to stay composed and continue to play good defense and force this Humber Hawks team to take poor shots. And then when they do get the ball, they're scoring on the offensive end. And you know, that's just basketball, to be honest. You play good defense and you want to score at the other end, and that's what wins you games, and that's what they've been doing so far. And that's the reason they're still in, well, they're for sure in this one. And, you know, again, I feel like Humber is definitely frustrated. They've had a lot of good looks and not a lot of makes, so they're going to want to take this one away. They're going to start hitting some shots and keeping the ball with them and not turning the ball over as much.
Turnovers have been bad for
Yeah, exactly.
And that's been really where they've faltered. 11 turnovers, giving Conestoga 8 points off of 11 turnovers. So that's where this difference is. Crawford lines one up from distance, no good. Swiping in for the rebound is Trafford. Up quickly, Smith grabs, jabs, throws it up, can't finish. That's a layup you'd like to have, but Bonnet comes down with the rebound. Baptiste down the other way, throws it up top. Here's another three on the way, no good, too short again. Crawford grabs the rebound. Shot clock down to 5. English inside, spin. The 2 is good. Beautiful shot. Wareham connects. Humber up to 2018. 4 minutes to go before halftime, and this one inside. Quickly back the other way, Abdallah. And I believe we have a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a Humber timeout, and you know, Coach Shamara not liking what he saw on that defensive stand. What a feed inside from White. Abdallah, beautiful lead, and she lays it up and in, tying this game at 20. So Humber calls their first timeout, and they'll chat things over. You got to think at some point Humber's got to get going offensively. This is not the Humber team we're used to seeing.
Well, yeah, it's really just been struggling from the three-point line, 0 for 12, and they're really just not getting that great of looks. That score at the last possession,
almost a little bit forced too.
Yeah, it was a late shot clock, but it was a great make, and honestly, most of their points have been that. A lot of late shot clocks, a lot of, you know, skillful plays, and not a lot of sets, not a lot of easy buckets that they should be getting. And again, they're not making their shots from point. As we take a look at this shot, is
beautiful. Great
body control to turn on the swivel and set your feet, get square to the basket. Not a great contest on Conestoga's side, but it's a great shot.
Well, just looking at percentages too here, Noah, like either team's shooting good. Humber 9 of 31 from the field. Conestoga 8 of 24. 0 of 7 from beyond the arc for the Condors. 0 of 12 for Humber. So both teams struggling mightily. The difference in this game has been rebounds and turnovers. Humber 23 rebounds to 15 for Conestoga. But the points off the turnover, 8 points for Conestoga off of 11 turnovers for Humber.
When you talk about rebounds for Humber, they also have 9 offensive rebounds, but they really haven't been able to take advantage of them. There've been a lot of long rebounds, not really under the basket where they can go up and score right away. There's another miss.
Yeah, English still can't find her shot. And, you know, when she's struggling, this Humber team is struggling. You know, she's one of their leaders on this squad, one of their best players. Abdallah spinning floater, no good. Down on the ground, Abdallah and Bapti. As we get a jump ball, it will stay with Conestoga. Outside, White for 3. Can she do it? She can! There it is! White from distance, first three-pointer of the game. And let's see if that starts something here.
Yeah, hopefully this will open the floodgates for the rest of the game. See a lot more shots dropping.
Tough shot there. Smith comes in. Good board for her. Yasmin Smith up the floor. Abdallah for Megan White up top. She rearranges traffic. Inside for Smith. Smith turns and fires, too short. Bapti grabs the rebound. Here's Bapti up the floor quickly, now pulls back. Crawford in the corner, thought about it, kicks it up. English wide open for 3. No, off the mark again. Abdallah. White up top for 3, pump fake inside, the floater short. Smith on the rebound. And what's our call here? I believe it's going to stay with Conestoga. As we get some substitutions, Clark will check in for Humber. It'll be Doyle in along with Fleming and Trafford for the Condors. 23-20, Conestoga leading this one. 2:20 till halftime. Conestoga on the baseline, Trafford looking for options, finds one. Doyle up top for White. White on the mismatch again, inside, tough take, can't finish. Down low, Smith trying to grab it. She can't, and out with it are the Hawks. Here's Clark, Bapti up top. Looking like she wants a shot. Bapti feeding it inside. Clark, double team. Good skim up top. Bonnick now. Inside Crawford. And it's going to be an offensive foul, Humber.
Another great charge taken by White.
Not the person you really want to go down to down low. You got Clark and Bonnick on the floor, and you're going to Crawford down low.
Well, it was a feed from Bonnick. It was a good feed. It's just kind of ran out of room and ran right into White. And that's going to be a foul every time.
Good job by White to set her feet on that one. Here's Fleming across the timeline for White. Back for Fleming. Pump fake, kicks it back out, White. Trafford skims it. Good ball movement here by Conestoga. Deep shot clock, they turn it over. Bapti back the other way. Bapti throws it, Crawford open for three. The extra pass, Clark on the wing, can't hit. Humber a goose egg from beyond the arc so far. White gets it at the top for Fleming. Looking for a cut. White now baseline, kicks up for Fleming. Trafford, quick pass inside Smith, quick shot! Beautiful passing, Conestoga. Everybody touched the ball, ending it off Yasmin Smith. Up top, Bapti, 50 seconds to go before halftime. Bapti down low, Bonnick, spinning, throwing one up, can't hit. And it will stay, no, it's gonna be Conestoga ball, turnover Humber again. This has been a forgetful first quarter, or first half we should say, for the Humber Hawks. Fleming is stripped, Bapti came back and got it. For Clark, here's Clark downhill, she's fouled. It's gonna be a block this time. White gonna get charged with a foul, and Clark will go to the line for two.
It's a little lackadaisical on the inbound there. Fleming turning the ball over, and a good strong take from Clark underneath, and she got hit hard, and she's gonna go to the line, shoot two.
So here's Clark at the free throw line. First one, too strong.
She's a fairly good free throw shooter, shooting just under 82% from the line.
Knocks in the second. So a 4-point advantage as Chateau checks back into the game for Humber. Here's Fleming. White down low for Doyle, skims it back up for White. Only three-pointer in the game so far belongs to her. Trafford up top. Extra pass, here's White in the corner for three. No good, too short. Good, strong rebound underneath by Wareham. Quickly up the floor, beautiful Humber. There they are. As Bonnick on the finish. And at the halftime, it's Conestoga leading Humber 25-23. And what a defensive first half it was. And let's put this into perspective for the viewers out there watching, Noah. Humber's averaging over 75 points a game. Conestoga's held them to 23 in the first half. As we take a look at this final basket, you know, maybe that can get Humber going a little bit. That's more of the Humber style of basketball we're used to seeing. But a team that averages 75 points a game has been held to 23. And like I said, this is one of those tournaments anybody can beat anybody. You never know, right? And Humber's got to be going to the dressing room thinking, you know, they got to be thinking about it. They're the 1 seed, 15-1 in the regular season. And the 8-8 Condors have them back on their heels. And if you're Conestoga and head coach Dee Channer, you got to be impressed with your group.
Well, and I was completely wrong. As you said, Humber, you know, coming into this game first in the province in scoring, averaging just over 75 points, but also this Conestoga team averaging 67 points. They're third in the province coming into this one. And it's been a very low-scoring affair. A lot of missed threes. As we said, Megan White the only person to make a shot from the three-point line. But combined, 1, quick math here, 1 for 23, I believe.
Wow.
Which is just ridiculous. And these aren't poor three-point shooting teams.
No.
Like on the season, Conestoga shooting 25%, Humber shooting 26%. And like you said, Conestoga's got to be happy with where they are. It is a low-scoring affair, but they're playing great defense, forcing Humber to take poor shots. And you know, if you told Conestoga coming into this one that they'd be leading at halftime, they would be ecstatic, I feel like.
Exactly.
I feel like if they continue to come out how they're playing into the second half and, you know, hope that Humber still struggles with their three-point shooting, I think they're going to come away with this one. They've been the better team.
They have been the better team.
Physically, they've
totally
been
agree.
hustling a lot more than this Humber team. And you know, like I've said many times, they got nothing to lose, and they're going to be happy with that first half.
Yeah, so as we hit halftime here, Humber trailing Conestoga by 2, 25-23. I do expect Humber to come out flying in this third quarter.
Yeah.
Conestoga's got to be ready for it because we know it's going to happen. Leading scorers at half, Kia Watt for Humber with 6 and Marty Bonnick with 6 as well. On the Conestoga side, it's Megan White leading all scorers with 8 and Yasmin Smith with 6. Halftime hits us 25-23. Condors will be back for quarter number 3.
I'd say the strength of the program is just its variety. Whether you're looking to go radio, television, or film, there's always something for everyone. And even inside those specific streams, there's anything you could possibly want. You could direct, you could do audio, you can tape cables down if that's what you like. There's always something for everyone.
This program not only prepared me with the vast skills of editing, television production, the foundations I really need, but I think it really provided me with a strong work ethic in order to complete programs, deadlines. You know, with live television specifically is one of those things where, you know, you don't have opportunities to take breaks. It's really that foundation to what the real world is like in the world of television.
The program does an amazing job of preparing us for real life. Hands-on cameras, hands-on like you're in a real radio station. Through 3 years, that's massive. And a lot of programs don't offer that, but the first day you're in NC, you're in the labs, you're on the radio, you're touching electronics, you're touching microphones, you're getting to know all the technology, and it's great. They really prepare you for that real life scenario, right? So as soon as you step out the door of NC, you can go work at a radio station, you can go work at a news station and know what to expect because you've been there before.
I love the facilities that we get to work in. I love that I get to, you know, sit in this radio lab and look at these boards and like be in the industry. Every day I come to school, I really feel immersed in my education.
I find the teachers here are very helpful. they do care about everything they do. They always try to push you in the right way to do better. And as long as you put some kind of effort into your work and show that you care, they will be behind you and support you to make sure you succeed.
I love my teachers. I think that they are like the driving force of this program. I think they care about each student so much.
I think one of the big things that I take away from the college is really about the staff, the instructors, the professors that work here. They really care about the students and their success, and I think that really resonated for me when I was here and also when I left here, which is one of the reasons why I like to come back and kind of give back to the students that are here now.
We've had a ton of different opportunities and great opportunities. For example, Canada Games. I had an opportunity to do some play-by-play for that for baseball and volleyball. So that was a pretty cool opportunity for me. As well as doing the college sports games, I do a lot of play-by-play for that. Volleyball, basketball. So that's a really good opportunity. Some of the opportunities that I've got being part of the program.
The 1-1. And that ball's ripped into right center field. That'll get down, and that's going to get past the right fielder and roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third base is McDonald. He'll score. It's a double, and BC, just like that, is within one.
Forced turnover. Here's Stewart. Euro step to the basket. Reverse. Count it. What a finish. And the foul. Stewart, another turnover on Sheridan. Mitchell, heat check. She got it. Oh my, Taryn Mitchell!
welcome back inside the Niagara Athletic Center here in Welland, Ontario. Provincials Game 1 underway, Humber and Conestoga. And it's Conestoga leading the Hawks 25-23 as we're about to tip off quarter number 3. And what a job by the Conestoga Condors in that first half. It's Alec Murray alongside Noah Vogel with you for this weekend. And Noah, again, Conestoga, 1 3-pointer in that whole entire half. And there it was right there, courtesy of White on Conestoga. But, you know, 2 things have killed the Humber Hawks in this one. It's been turnovers, and it's been the lack of shooting from beyond the arc that has really shot themselves in the foot so far early on in this one. Yeah, and credit to Conestoga for the job they've done defensively, forcing poor shots, but there's also been wide open shots that Humber's missing, and if they want to come back and take this lead, they're going to need to start hitting those shots. You're exactly right, and I fully expect Brittany English and Nicole Chateau, you know, a great duo of guards that Humber has. I expect them to heat up in this second half. Conestoga is going to, at some point, have to weather a storm here from Humber, and it's going to come at some point. Well, maybe halftime's what they needed, a little bit of a breather, reset the focus, and get the game plan underway. We'll see how Humber responds. There's a quick shot off the mark from Bonnick. Fleming throws it up, Doyle stops up. She feeds inside Smith, double team, jump ball coming. Bonnick and Bapti in there. And it'll be with the Humber Hawks. It'll be Redeemer and Fanshaw at the conclusion of this one. 2 strong West teams. As English hands off for Watt, far side. Bonnick thought about it, now dribbles inside, throws it up, tough take, can't finish. Abdallah comes down with the rebound. Fleming floats it up for Doyle. White looking inside, feeds Doyle. There's a mismatch. Doyle kicks out for Fleming. Shot clock at 5. Fleming inside, floater, good! Great take. Beth Fleming gets the second half scoring started. English was forcing Fleming a little bit to her left, and she took advantage of it. A great drive and a great floater underneath. Kia Watt skims it for English up top. English for 3. Uh-oh. There it is. English knocks in her first shot of the half. First 3 for Humber in this game. 1 point Conestoga edge. White guarded by Chateau. Abdallah thought about it, now steps back. Fleming on the far wing. Doyle stops and pops for 3. Can't get the roll. And it's English coming down with the rebound. She floats it up. Bapti. Chateau, pump fake out of the corner. No options, has to kick it out. English again. Off the mark. Smith to the basket. So good. Yasmin Smith downhill gets the layup to go, and she is so good down low. Not only that, she's great coming downhill. She's able to protect the ball, and she's got a lot of speed there. She gets the steal. Picked off, here's Smith. Prancing to the basket, lays it up and in for 2. That's just a good read. You can tell Humber kind of forcing that pass that she was able to anticipate, and is a great reach. 5th year from Cambridge, Mulsenior Doyle secondary is Yasmin Smith. As we'll get a substitution, Bonnick checks out as Kaya Clark checks into the game. It'll be Watt on the baseline with it. Gotta get it in here, floats it up for Clark up top. Clark going on White, double team comes. Doyle can't get it from her, shot goes up and she's fouled. White can't believe it. Yeah, see if we can get a replay on that one. Looked like Clark was caught on the hand. So she'll go to the line and shoot 2. First one off the mark. And she sticks the second, so splitting a pair from the line is Clark. Humber gonna have their guards up for some pressure. Abdallah stops and pops for 2, short. And a foul is gonna be coming on Abdallah.
A little bit of a quick possession there for the Condors. It's not a terrible shot. It's not really what they want, though. They've been able to break down this Humber defense pretty well. Kind of want to see them stop, set up a play maybe, and get a better look.
Watt up top. Baptiste for Chateau. Chateau, oh, pretty move inside. She's fouled. Chateau will shoot free throws now.
That's 2 quick fouls for Megan White. That's going to be her 3rd. So a little bit of foul trouble for her.
And you see they're attacking her right away in this second half. So White's got to be careful now for the Condors. First free throw off the mark from Chateau. Fleming up top. As Abdallah now has some space inside for Doyle, who dribbles outside the three-point line. Clark, good hands. Great defense by Clark. Turns it over. Kia Watt to the basket, lays it in. And Kia Clark is fired up. 1-point game, 31-30, 6:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. White, draped by Chateau. White steps back. Uh-oh. That's going to be her 4th. White's going to get caught on the push-off.
You can finally see Conestoga starting to get a little bit frazzled, a little bit.
Yeah. And it's exactly what it is, and it's extension of that arm when she goes to shoot.
Exactly.
Easy call for the official as White picks up her 4th. Timeout Conestoga. And this is what we talked about, Noah. Can Conestoga weather this Humber storm? And here it comes. You can slowly start. It started out with that English 3, and ever since then, Humber's been slowly starting to creep back into this one. 1-point lead. Conestoga's still up, but back on their heels, you can tell.
Well, we saw Conestoga almost, I would say, controlled that first half. And, you know, you can see starting into this quarter, they started a little bit lackadaisical there. Big 3 from English, the first one for Humber so far. And, you know, just not great contest. They're starting to play a little bit weaker defense, and on the offensive end, they're frazzled. We've seen a couple tipped balls that have led to turnovers and easy buckets for this Humber team, and you know, this is exactly how Humber wanted to come back into this 3rd quarter, is put some pressure on it, start scoring some baskets, start playing some good defense, and I think it's a good timeout from Conestoga to kind of, as you say, weather the storm, get everyone focused, make sure everyone knows what the plan is, and hopefully they can stop this run from Humber and continue their lead.
So English on the inbound for Watt. Fast-paced offense out of the timeout. Chateau kicks out. Watt for 3. Off the mark. And Clark's going to get caught for the foul. She reached in behind the back of White, who's staying in the game.
Wonder if one of the fouls wasn't put on her, but
yeah,
they say she only has 3.
Yeah,
so
it is saying she only has 3.
Still walking a tight line, but, you know, a player of her standard for this team, they want her in the game. She's such a good scorer and defender.
leader for this Conestoga squad as Fleming floats it. Abdallah up top, picked up by Watt. Abdallah loses her dribble, gets it for White. White in on Chateau, throws it up, no call there. Yeah, and White's got to be careful. Here's Watt with speed. And the strong finish from Kia Watt, giving Humber the lead, their first lead of this half. Smith, double team, now triple team. We're gonna get a foul call. That's gonna come on Baptiste.
Tough call, but
yeah,
you get your hands in there, refs are often gonna call a foul, and it's a good read to get more bodies on Smith. But
Abdallah on the wing, picked up by Watt, gets that screen, now up top. Fleming, deep shot clock down to 5. It's gonna be another foul. That's gonna be an illegal screen set up at the top. As you saw, English took a shoulder. Let's take a look at that. Disagreeing on RJ Larache, but let's see. Here that comes, yeah, and she
so
moves her feet.
It's not so much the Big's fault, but Fleming going a little too early before the screen is set is not easy to set a screen on, and that's really the big reason why she got that offensive call.
Chateau takes one dribble, kicks it up. Watt inside, blocked. That was Smith, got a hand on that layup. It'll stay with Humber on the baseline. Watt on the inbounds for Clark. Handoff back for Watt, throws it up, can't finish. Back the other way, Trafford. She stops up and slows things down. Fleming picked up by English. Deep shot clock, 3 seconds. Gotta get a shot off inside, they can't. Stripped, Clark. Chateau now back the other way. Conestoga in a scoring drought. In the corner, thought about it, pump fake inside. The shot is a wild one. And a good rebound down low. Arajana Larache grabbing the board down. Smith on the outside. She stops, pops deep, 2, rattles home. Oh no, it's a 3. So Smith knocks in a 3. Looked like her foot was on the line, but they call it a 3 on the floor.
It's her first 3 all year.
That's crazy. She's not a 3-point shooter. Inside, no good. Watt looking for a foul. Trafford the other way. Abdallah right in, and 1. Count it. And the foul.
Well, and I was just about to say, Alec, how Humber has really taken over this game, and Conestoga comes back, a huge shot from Smith, and wow, what a great take underneath. Good body control to finish with the contact.
I'm curious to see if that was actually a 3.
Yeah, it looked tight to me, but both refs called the 3-pointer.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
As we said before, Yasmin Smith not a 3-point shooter, but she made that one count for sure.
So 1 shot for Abdallah, and we're gonna have a line violation. So she's gonna get another chance to hit the 3-point play. English hesitated, moved early on that far side. Abdallah this time able to convert. So a 3-point play for Abdallah, giving Conestoga the 5-point advantage. Quick 5-0 run for the Condors. Crawford hands off, English up top. English stepping out, pops a 3, too strong. Underneath the glass again. You know, something Humber's done really well in this game throughout the game is rebounding. You know, every time a shot goes up, you always see Humber down inside, ready for that offensive rebound. And, you know, they've done a good job on the offensive rebounds. 9 of their 30 boards today have been offensive. Really good down low. Fleming inside for Abdallah. Down low for Smith. Smith going to work, throws one up short. Clark comes down with the rebound. Here's Clark. Stops, few moves inside, can't get it to fall. As Abdallah can't hold it in bounds, and it'll be Humber ball as Watt checks back into the game. We'll see Trafford come in as well for Conestoga. Arajane Larache coming back in for Conestoga as well. The ball will stay with Humber.
Yeah, and you talk about Humber and their offensive rebounding presence. It's really due to their size, and we've seen even like Sydney Crawford, who's not the tallest player, guard for this Humber Hawks team. She's had 3 offensive rebounds just from pure hustle, reading the play and getting inside, and that's a strong move.
That's just a bully down low. Great finish. Kaya Clark, what a job she's done coming into this game in the second half.
But as I was saying, it's led to second chance points and a couple easy baskets for this Humber team.
White up at the top with it. Guarded closely by Bapti. Abdallah now, she'll fire from deep. Short. Clark swipes in for the board. Here's English. English dishes off, looking for Clark. She can't save it as she stepped out of bounds. English has been a little bit hectic here this afternoon.
Well, it was the right look. It was just an errant pass, and you know, sure, if I was her, I'd definitely be a little bit frustrated, but she needs to keep her head cool and keep playing on this game.
In this game, Abdallah. Trafford pops out and grabs it on the near wing. Skip pass for White, who's knocked to the floor. Foul is going to be coming on Humber.
Yeah, and that's a hard one. I feel like if you're a ref, you're always going to call that one a foul.
It was a little bit of a late call. Let's take a look at that replay. A little bit of a late call.
Not the greatest pass. A little bit of leaning in, a little bit of collision, but
you know, both players are going for the ball. It's a tough place to call a foul there, but it did get called, so that's going to make it 5 now on Humber, so bonus for Conestoga the rest of the way. Skip outside, Doyle off the mark, and Waddle grabbed that rebound. 1:30 to go in the third quarter. Conestoga still leading by 3. Inside, great take, can't get the roll. Abdallah, bodies flying everywhere. And who's the ball gonna stay with? No sign. It is gonna stay with Humber. So Watt on the inbound underneath the basket. Bounce pass looking for Bapti.
good hands on the inbound to deflect it. Kind of see where Humber's looking to go. Definitely that pass underneath for the easy bucket.
Yeah, a few different options. They're looking for Clark right now. They get it to her. Clark going to work down low. Double team. Throws it up. She's fouled. It's going to be on Fleming. Got her hands in there. So Clark will go to the line for two. She's got a chance to bring this to a one-point game. And she misses the first. hits the second, so splits a pair. Turned over by Conestoga. Trafford threw it up too far, and Fleming couldn't get to it. A gift for Humber. Here's Watt. Humber around the top. That one is an air ball. Kept in bounds by Fleming. Bodies are going everywhere as Doyle will bring the ball up for Conestoga. Hands it off. Trafford. Abdallah. Down low. Smith. Going to work. Beautiful move. One bounce and up she goes. And they forgot about her down on the baseline. 4-point Condor lead. Boy, what a game they've put together against the best in Ontario. Out top, Kia Watt bouncing inside, can't finish. Gets her own board, can't finish again. Now a jump ball as Smith is able to get a hand on it. And it's gonna go Condor way.
And I feel like we've seen again and again this Humber team getting shots near the basket. They're just unable to finish. Like, a couple chances there for Kia Watt, and she's just, you would think, give me buckets, but she's not able to finish.
Yeah,
a lot of contact
too
underneath, and good hustle to get those offensive rebounds. But again, when you're down to this Conestoga team, you want to be able to finish those buckets underneath.
Gotta play until you hear a whistle. So here's Fleming. Conestoga looking to add to their lead going into the fourth quarter. Abdallah up top for Fleming. Fleming floater. No good at the horn, and that'll do it for quarter number 3. And it is still Conestoga on top. They lead 39-35 and able to weather that Humber storm. We saw Humber start to come a little bit, get hot in that third quarter, but doesn't matter. Conestoga, what a job. They weren't scoring, but the thing is, Conestoga was able to hold Humber from scoring as well. And then they went on a little bit of a 5-0 run, and that's where we sit now, 39-35. As we take a look, and Yasmin Smith down low. She had a 3 in that quarter as well. We got a little bit of an upset brewing here in game number 1 of provincials here at Niagara College. It's Alec Murray and Noah Vogel with you. And what a defensive battle. You know, the both of us coming into this one, we thought for sure 2 of the top scoring teams in the league. Not so much, 39-35 as we hit half thoughts. Noah.
Well, and Humber came out in that third quarter, and they were taking control. They cut that lead down to just under 1 point, and then
they had the lead too at one point.
They did,
back and forth.
And then it all of a sudden just flipped like that. Yasmin Smith with a massive 3 and a big and 1 on the other end, and that's what Conestoga's been doing this whole time, is being able to, as you say, weather the storm. You know, Humber will go on a little bit of a run, but they come right back with a run of their own, and it's the reason they're leading in this game, and they're continuing to play strong defense, keeping Humber, you know, still 1 of 18 from 3, not a lot of shots falling for them, and even just from the field, 14 of 55 as a whole, just over 25%. But you also got to say, Humber's had some gimme buckets that they've missed underneath, and even some open shots from beyond the arc. And so, you know, give credit to this Conestoga defense, but Humber really should be making a lot more of these shots.
It's one game to move on to tomorrow. Who's it going to be, Conestoga or Humber? 10 minutes to go in this one. Clark thought about it, now fires for 3, air ball down low, Boddick, beautiful rebound.
I think it was a pass. It was a good finish underneath.
Exactly. 2-point game. Conestoga has led for much of this one. White up top. Smith pops for 2, off the mark. Rebound is going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Conestoga. Yasmin Smith leading all scorers today, 15 points, 7 of 13 from the field, including a 3-pointer of her own for Conestoga. Kia Watt leading the way with 10 for Humber. Beautiful find under the basket. Smith lays it up again.
Really just a defensive breakdown for Humber. It's way too easy underneath as Smith was able to get her body in front of the defender and finish easy underneath.
Some tense looks around this gym here as Smith gets the steal. She'll await Abdallah for help. Here's Abdallah, loses control of it. Down on the floor, still has it. And that's gonna be a travel on Abdallah. Some tense looks around this gym on the Humber side of things, Noah. You start to sense, you know, after halftime, you're like, wow, Humber's gonna get back into this one. They're gonna take a big lead. Well, no, it just hasn't happened.
If I was a Humber fan, I would be feeling the same way. They're not really offensively playing that well, and defensively the same, giving up a lot of easy buckets.
Baptiste knocks it down.
Maybe I spoke too soon, because that's a huge shot for this Humber team.
That's a massive shot, Baptiste. 1-point game, 41-40, game one of provincials here at Niagara College. Fleming, inside, throws it up, stripped. Watt back the other way, floats it in. Clark looking for Watt, cutting, fouled. So Watt will go to the line on the give and go for two. Knocks it in, tied at 41. And Humber now has the lead. Doyle for Fleming up top. She's called the shots. Here's Fleming. Hands off Abdallah. Smith inside. That's their go-to. And one! Yasmin Smith. Bucket in the arm, and she'll go to the line for a three-point play. Look at this.
Well,
that's their girl.
I was just about to say, they're going to look for Smith, and they got her the ball, and she just went to work. Great, quick first step to the basket, and a great finish with contact.
Knocks it in, three-point play, Yasmin Smith. Give her 20 here this afternoon. Seesaw continues, Watt up top, dancing around. Stripped, Smith the steal. Abdallah up top for White. Abdallah thought about a three, now dribbles inside on Watt. She loses the ball. Looking for a travel, no call. Chateau up the floor quickly for Humber. She had Bonnick down low, missed her. 4-3, Baptiste can't knock it down. And a foul under the basket. That's gonna be called on Chateau. Gonna catch her underneath for a push. .650 to go in this one. Fleming. Conestoga looking to shock everybody here in the first game of the tournament. Down low, Smith, doubled, doesn't matter! Splits the defense and lays it in! Yasmin Smith, have a game!
Well, it's that same play again, top of the key. Just able to go straight to her left is such an ability to be able to go left and right. She's finished so well on both hands.
Humber has no answers for her. Watt inside for Bonnick. Bonnick spins, no foul. Bounces out, Baptiste grabs the rebound. Kicks it out, Chateau, extra pass, Watt doesn't take the shot. You gotta think the three-point percentages are in the heads right now of the Humber Hawks.
Yeah,
those are shots they gotta take.
They look scared to shoot. There was a couple open looks there that he didn't take.
Pass inside, turned over. Yeah, exactly, and shots you're used to seeing this Humber team take. Chateau on the wing, even passing up a couple open looks. Baptiste. Chateau this time won't pass it up. Off the mark again. Down low, a good rebound. We're gonna get a jump ball. Clark. It will go Conestoga. And a 4-point Stoga advantage.
You just see a lot of frustration in this Humber team. They're just gonna have to get over it, and still lots of time. And it's a tight game.
That's what's great about this tournament. It's one game.
Exactly.
And like we said multiple times, and we'll say it more, anybody can beat anybody.
Yeah, and it makes our job real fun.
It does, because these games are going to be great. And if this first one is any, incline of what's going to happen this weekend, we're in for a treat. Abdallah up top, inside, blow coverage. Overtime, and Lash lays it up and in. And Conestoga, a 6-point advantage. Humber's only lost to the 3-loss Lambton Lions this season. Down low, Clark looking for the contact, gets it. She'll go to the line for 2. Humber searching for answers, and they have none so far. Yasmin Smith has been on one here this afternoon. What a game for the 5'9" guard from Monsignor Doyle in Cambridge. She doesn't play like a guard.
No, and last night she was announced Women's Player of the Year for the OCAA, so she's coming off, a good night, and she came here this afternoon and she's put on a great performance. There's still a lot of time. She could go for 30, and I wouldn't be surprised. She's been on fire so far.
Conestoga just trying to hang on to this one. This would be one of the biggest wins in their program history if they're able to do this here this afternoon. White pops for 3. Good! Oh my! White knocks it in from distance. Timeout, Humber! It's Bruin!
You could just see how dead this Humber bench is and how ecstatic Conestoga is. What a shot.
Oh my goodness!
A great drive and kick, and she said, in your face, spots up,
Bottom.
Nothing but net.
Bottom!
And we've talked about all game the shooting struggles for both teams, and really the three-pointers have been so big momentum-wise and, points-wise, and that's White's second of the game, and just a huge shot, and 25% from the three-point line, so pretty confident three-point shooter, and man, was that massive.
Looking beside us, we have the opportunity to be in between both sides here. Conestoga side is electric over here, and a lot of stress on the faces of these Humber fans to the left of us here. They're going through it right now. This just doesn't happen.
No.
This does not happen to Humber.
No,
this
it does
is not
not
what they are. This team was 12-0 at one point, 12 in a row to start the season before they lost to Lambton. And now, 4:40 to go. They're in danger of getting knocked out of the round robin. Conestoga looking to advance to tomorrow. Watt for 3. Down it goes. Kia Watt out of the timeout. Giving Humber life. One thing they're not going to do, Noah, is they're not going to go away.
No, and that was a great play coming out of the timeout, getting the wide open shot, and Kia Watt able to put that one away.
A lot of contact. Clark, intense defense on Doyle. Doyle spins out of it, turns it over. Clark, what defense? 4-point game. No matter the outcome of this one, Conestoga put some respect on their name. No matter how this game finishes, they have played a heck of a game here to open provincials. Clark Kicks it out. English for three. No good. Swiping in for the rebound. Second opportunity. They put it home. Wareham. What a board. It's a 2-point game. 5-0 Humber run. Abdallah. White. Pump fake. Inside. No call. It will stay with Conestoga.
Loads of contact underneath. This again is a great move by White. Quick first step.
And again, she's hard to defend because she can knock it down.
Exactly.
With that
She's
inside,
shown
right?
she's a shooter from the perimeter, and she can also finish hard inside.
Abdallah thought about it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Gotta get a shot off here. They don't know it. Shot clock violation, Condors. I don't think Trafford knew.
Well, you can hear her saying she couldn't
Yeah,
hear
she
anything.
said, "I don't know."
Everyone was too loud and unable to hear her teammates telling her to throw that one up. But
Humber.
just a little bit of miscommunication and a lack of knowing your shot clock, and not a great turnover for Conestoga.
Kia Watt. Back to open for three. Off the mark. Another rebound for Wareham. Uh-oh, English is wide open for the lead. Oh, she got it! English, pick a better time to hit a big shot. And Humber's up one. 8-0 run Hawks out of the timeout. Here's Smith. Inside, turns it over. Oh, a foul. 2 shots coming for Smith. Let's take a look at the replay on that one.
It's a late call.
I don't know where it came from.
A little bit on the way up, but it's very soft. And
I guess you could say it was on the way up, but nonetheless, Smith's going to go to the line. Big free throws. Tied at 52. Conestoga back on top as Smith knocks in both from the charity stripe. 240, buckle up, here we go. Watt, picked up by Abdallah, shakes her, splits the defense to the top, and one, count it! And the foul! Wow, what? Look at her split the defenders all the way. And she'll try for a 3-point play.
what a great move. Body control and the head fake to get by her defender, and the help came and she just fought right through it, and a great finish underneath.
Converts! Kia Watt converts on the 3-point play. Humber back up 2. Abdallah up top for White, guarded by English. Doyle for 3. Oh! Knocks it home! Taylor Doyle from distance! And Conestoga retakes the lead. Watt inside for Clark. She skips, turnover.
What is going on here, Alec? You're saying
This is crazy.
all the scoring for the fourth quarter.
This is crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Here we go. Fleming for White. Down low for Smith, who's double. Trouble. Good call by the near official. Smith moved that 1 foot a little bit too much. 1:40 to go. Watt will bring it up. Watt for English. Now inside, kicks it out. Watt for three. No, too strong. English the rebound. Hands it off for Watt. Inside, can't finish. White the rebound.
That's another strong move underneath and risky play from White to put a hand in there. She played good defense.
1 minute to go. Doyle up top, tight defense. Deep shot clock is at 5. Can't get it into Smith. Here she is. Can't get a shot off. The call is a travel. Back-to-back travels on Smith. Timeout, as good as it is for the teams, also good for us, Noah. Wow, what a stretch. Take a look at this. Deep shot clock again. That double comes with Bapty and Watt. And Smith just can't get it out.
Well, and Humber are doing a great job. They've realized, Smith is having an amazing game so far, that bringing that double in is forcing a lot of panic out of her, and she's last 2 possessions gave up turnovers. But man, the shot making in this quarter has been ridiculous from outside the arc. They've been struggling all day, and finally some
Kia Watt really has
some big players hitting some big shots. As you say, Kia Watt, 18 points, 11 rebounds, a double-double for her. She's had a heck of a game. And on the other side, Yasmin Smith, 24 points, 5 rebounds. But we talked about, look at these rebound numbers for Humber, 11, 8, 4, 3, and 6. And Bapty was 7, just a little bit down there. And it's been offensively and defensively, they've really controlled the rebounds. And, with their shooting struggles, and that's kept them in this game. And, they're going to have to clamp up on defense, and they have done these last couple possessions. A big shot from Doyle just a few plays ago. And, this is huge. Coming out of the timeout, they advance the ball, 14 seconds on the shot clock, so they'll want to definitely draw something up and see if they get a big score here.
Here we go, 56-55, 1-point game. Hawks on offense with Watt, the hot hand here in the second half. English looking inside, can't get it in. Deep shot clock, 5 seconds. Watt driving in, good! Kia Watt hits 20. Humber retakes a 1-point lead. Timeout, Condors. And we said it, the hot hand in this second half. Kia Watt pump fakes her defender off the line. Tough finish in tight.
And I was just about to say how great Conestoga was playing defensively on that possession, not allowing that ball inside, and just a little bit of a mishap biting on that pump fake, allowing Kia Watt to drive to the basket. And it's just a strong finish underneath, a huge bucket for Humber. Now Conestoga's got to score, and they got full shot clock. We'll see if they advance the ball.
And I was going to say that too, Noah. I bet they advance the ball. You have that shot clock runoff with the advancement. But again, if they don't, does Humber come with a press, right? Cause a little bit of chaos.
Exactly.
So safe bet is going to be to advance the ball. I would think that's exactly what they're talking about. And obviously they're drawing up a play for Yasmin Smith down low. The only thing is, Yasmin Smith is going to get doubled right away as soon as she catches the ball.
Well, and I'm sure the coaching staff knows that.
Exactly. Who do you
That's
have
why
ready to
you
kick
run.
out?
Maybe she's the decoy here on this play, and you get a wide open look for
White.
One of their shooters. Exactly. Hopefully they'll be able to knock it down. We'll see what happens on this play, but they do advance the ball. So.
And always watch the inbounder. White will be the inbounder for Conestoga. They will advance it and have the shot clock run off. 14 seconds on the shot clock. White gets it in. Abdallah up top, inside. Smith can't finish. Rebound pops out to Doyle. Abdallah inside to Smith. They get another go at it. Here's Smith inside. She loses it, gets it, and she gets the basket. No, they're going to call it jump ball. Oh my goodness. That is a massive call. Let's take a look at this. That is a massive call. I don't know.
There's not a
There's
lot of
not.
hand on that ball other than Yasmin Smith.
That's a massive.
That's a huge call.
That's a massive break for Humber.
We don't have the luxury of video replay for our refs, so.
That is a massive call. She had full control of that ball under the basket.
Yeah.
30 seconds to go.
Good foul from Conestoga. They had one to give.
Oh, and it's going to be a turnover. Humber turns it over.
Well, that's exactly what you hope for. Quick turnover, lots of time left.
28 seconds. 14 goes on the shot clock. White on the inbound, Fleming, Abdallah. Conestoga, another crack at it. Doyle inside. Inside for Smith. Here she goes. Can't finish in tight. Rebound Fleming. And it's going to stay with Conestoga this time. Fleming, a massive offensive rebound. 17.4 on the clock now. What a way to open this weekend. Abdallah will the inbounder. She got to get it in. She can't. Turn it over. Conestoga has had opportunity after opportunity, and they could not finish. They gave Smith 3 great looks, and she couldn't convert. Now they put English at the free throw line.
Yeah, it's going to come down to free throws. Some big set of free throws here for English.
First one is good. Still going to stay a one-possession game, whatever happens. English knocks them both in. Humber, their biggest lead of the half. At the right time, 59-56, timeout Condors. And it all comes down to this. You gotta look for a 3.
Well, and you take a look, the top 3-point shooters for this Conestoga team would be Trafford off the bench, just under 30% from the 3-point line, and Megan White, she's been shooting great all game, and Taylor Doyle hit one a few minutes ago. She's shooting 26% from 3, so you have options.
And with this shot clock being off now, they'll advance the ball.
Exactly.
And they're gonna get the final shot.
Yep.
So what, if Chris Ray were here, our other color guy, he's coaching the women's team, obviously, so he can't be with us right now, but he would say you either got to get a quick score and a 2 and a foul, or you got to look for a 3 and try to send this game to overtime.
Yep.
This is in Conestoga's hands. Okay, if they're going to get a quick score, they have to do it within 5 seconds. They cannot afford to run this time down and get a 2. Got to be a quick score and a foul. Give you time to get back down the floor, or you look for a 3 and drain this clock out. Do not give Humber a chance to come down the floor. So we'll see. Keep an eye on White, the inbounder. They'll let them get it in.
Looks like they're going to go for the last shot.
Abdallah. White. Oh, she stepped out of bounds.
That's a tough break.
Conestoga has crumbled in the final 2 minutes. And for as perfect a game as they have played, this leadership in this group of Humber showing how it's done in the late stages of this game. Humber has had, Conestoga, multitude of opportunities. Smith down low 3 times, couldn't convert.
Well, and even if you're Conestoga, you might even go back to that call that was made.
Exactly.
The jump ball, and you'd be
it's a totally different game.
a little bit frustrated with that, exactly.
But, well, and rightfully so. But again, the official made the call, and it is what it is.
Yeah, you got to play through it. And Humber, they got the break there, but they've been able to do that. And it's all come down to Kia Watt and English in this 4th quarter with a lot of scoring and some 3-pointers starting to drop for this Humber team. But man, they really made it exciting, that's for sure. This Conestoga team has put a great effort in, and it's you know, it's not over till it's over. So still a little bit of time left. Free throws are going to have to be important here
see if
for Humber.
Conestoga can get a violation here on the inbounds.
That would be best case scenario.
Here they go. They get it in. Foul comes on Watt. So big free throws here. 6.5. This makes it a 2-possession game.
I think that's going to be Abdallah's 5th as well.
Watt makes it a 2-possession game. And with Abdallah fouling out. Watt misses the second. Ball rolls, time ticks down. And that'll do it. Hawks survive! A thriller in Niagara to start provincials. Humber outlast Conestoga 60-56. What a game for the Conestoga Condors.
Well, and you're exactly right. The Hawks survived this one. They really didn't play that strongly throughout the first 3 quarters. High scoring fourth quarter, Humber taking it out 25-17. And we talked about, you know, these teams are both prolific scoring teams, and you know, it was a low scoring one. It's a lot due to a lot of missed shots, but that's when Humber turned it up in the fourth quarter. Some big plays from their top 2 guards, English and Watt, and man, Yasmin Smith, man, she put in an effort, 24.6 rebounds. Megan White as well, those 2 big threes, 11 and 7. And wow, like you said, what a game to start it off.
Super exciting here from Niagara College. Humber does avoid the upset, and they survive, and a chance to play tomorrow to go to the gold medal game. That'll do it for game 1 here, and if the rest of the weekend's going to be anything like game 1, we're in for a treat. For myself, Alec Murray, and my co-host, Noah Vogel, thanks for tuning in. We will have Fanshawe and Redeemer coming up in about half an hour, so stay tuned.